Hello again and welcome to this video. In today's video, we want to look at closures. In order to demonstrate it perfectly, I want to do a side-by-side comparison with a function. So let's just start by declaring a simple function. So we say function with no parameters. And inside this function, we can just print a donkey. Okay, well then let's just call this. So we'll just say function. And if we now run our code, then of course we get the output donkey. So now I want to show you that you can do the same thing here with a closure. So let's just do this. We would say let closure equals to, and then curly braces. So that's the syntax for a closure. And in this curly braces, we again have our block of code, well, exactly like in a function. So we'll just say like print mountain goat, and then if we want to call this closure, then we will do the same as with the function. So we'll just say closure and then brackets. So if we run now, we have again our second output. That's wonderful. You know that we can pass in parameters in a function, so that when we call this function, we can pass in something. We can, of course, do the same with the closure. So let's just do it with the function first. We would do animal and of type string, and then we just say print animal. And here we pass in animal and then donkey. With the closure, we have a very similar syntax. So what you would do is exactly the same as here. So I would just copy it and paste it here in after this curly brace. And then we say in. So this basically just means that this is the parameter, and because we are putting something in, so this code is also in our closure. Right, so this is how we call parameters with the closure. And then we can do the same thing. So animal. And now another difference. When we call a closure, we won't pass in the name of the parameter. So it's simply just type in mountain code. And that's it. So the last thing I want to compare today is a return statement. Right, we can return something from a function. And what we want to do is we want to print here and then have a string returned so that we can print it, right? So what we'll do by a function is just we say here is our return type, and then we just simply return our animal, right? And with the closure again, it's very similar. We have basically the same code also after our parameters, and so we'll just type in this. And now a difference is that we would have to wrap this in braces. So now we have our return type. So we can just return an animal, and let's just print this. So if we run our code, then again we have the same output. And that's pretty much it. So as you can see, we have like the same functionality for a closure and a function, pretty much the same syntax, right? So here we have our parameters, here we have the return type, and inside these curly braces we have our code block. And the calling of a closure is also like the same as with a function. So before I finish this video, I want to show you a simplified way of declaring exactly this with a closure. And that's what we are going to look at in the next video. So what you can actually also do, and you would do normally, is you would just get rid of all this and also this. And we will just type in $0. And we have here our parameter type, and here our return type. So thank you for watching.